Now this illustration deals with different size conductors in accordance with NEC 314.16b1 through b5 as in boy, and using table 314.16b based upon different size conductors. So we have different size conductors. We have a device, and we have a bonding jumper and 2 pigtails. And the question is, what size square box is required to contain 2 number 10 AWG conductors passing through with 4 number 12 AWG conductors and 1 receptacle? There are 2 pigtails and 1 bonding jumper in the box. Now, we just counted that number, as you see in the problem previously in our figure 12-14A. Now we're ready to take step 1 and count our conductors. And again, we're using 314.16b1 through b5 and table 314.16b. So we have 2 number 10 conductors passing through, which would count 1 each. So it'd be 2 times 2.5 cubic inch. The 2.5 cubic inch comes from table 314.16b based upon number 10 wire. Now we have 2 of them, so that when we do the math, that's 5 cubic inch. We have 2 number 12 hots or ungrounded conductors, 2.25 cubic inch each, times 2, 4.5 cubic inch. We have 2 number 12 neutrals, 2.5 cubic inch each. We have 2, so we come up with 4.5 cubic inch. We have 1 receptacle that would be based upon the largest conductor that would be in the box based upon, terminating. We're not passing through here. So we would have 2, a count of 2, so it'd be 2.2.5, and we come up with 4.5 cubic inch. We have 2 pigtails, 0, 1 bonding jumper, 0, because we haven't exceeded 4 conductors that were considered equipment grounds, pigtails, or bonding jumpers. So when we add all this up, we come up with 18.5 cubic inch. The selection from table 314.16a based upon 18.5 cubic inch, we would have to select a 4-inch by 1.5 inch square box. And that's exactly what the solution and the answer is showing. But we would also provide a plaster ring so that when we double the cubic inch area of the box, and most of the time the plaster ring will allow you to double it. So instead of having the cubic inch rating of the square box, it doubles in size, so therefore it would be large enough to house those conductors. Now sometimes the authority having jurisdiction would count the number 10 passing through. But since they're passing through, they do not have anything to do with the termination of the number 12 conductors in the device box. So most inspectors say if they're just passing through, they count 1 each, but they do not count toward the fill of the box for the device rating because they have nothing to do with that device. So again, it's up to the authority having jurisdiction and their interpretation because they have the final say in accordance with 90.4. So this is something an electrician must know. But most inspectors that I've worked around, if they just pass through, they're going somewhere else to terminate and do their job, task, or function. So keep this in mind when you're sizing and counting the number of conductors based upon different size conductors to size your box in accordance with 314.16b1 through B5 and table 314.16b as in boy.